So you think we should start by just mocking other media outlets?
Absolutely. And now they're just taking the piss. Like
I know there's that one in the States that quoted our interview and got a crap load of hits, and then just they did mention us, but not our actual handle.
No,
they did afterwards. Just so you know.
Good.
Oh,
cool,
really?
Cool.
Yeah, they did, and they actually attached our video.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And
apologies.
They put our YouTube thing up.
Oh, that's good.
Good. I'm sure it's just an innocent oversight to start things off, and we're very, very petty people, as our friends to the south will soon learn about us as they try and find more Canadian-based content. We're extremely petty. Actually, just desperate for numbers, quite honestly. So, please, if you're going to use our stuff, that's quite all right. You use it as much as you want. Just at @footy_prime would be really handy, or at FootyPrimeIG for Instagram if you're using that. But just we get riled quite easily. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, listen, we got a Canadian team in MLS Cup. It was never in doubt. Vancouver Whitecaps bossing their semi-final. Craig, what a great performance! That the first 10 minutes, it was really over with at 2-0. We were hoping to see, expecting to see a better San Diego, I think, than perhaps we saw. But in the end, so you got to start. Thank Christ San Diego's out now. So we don't need to see Dub say every single time, San Diego. We know Anchorman's a funny movie. We get it. Yeah, Craig, back to the Whitecaps. Almost said the Canucks there. The Whitecaps. Brilliant. No one really foresaw them being in this match to start the season, but here we are.
Yeah, not bad, eh? Not bad. Excited for the city. Fantastic. What a start. They got off to an absolutely blinding start. Really good first half, and then nicked the extra, the third one just before the halftime. So, yeah, it was, you had the feeling that it was pretty much over, although we expected a reply from San Diego in the second half, and they were a little bit better and put them under some pressure, but Sorensen has got this team just he just seems to be getting everything right at the moment. And what a final against Miami. I mean, sets up brilliantly well, other than being at home.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this we'll get to the final, Dubs, but I mean, 90 minutes, essentially 80 minutes, at 2-0, it's a great place to be, obviously, but that's a long 80 minutes when you know at some point the other team's going to come at you, which made that late first half goal so important.
Yeah, it was really critical, I think, to seal the deal. And you also knew, like, again, Forrest mentioned Sorensen getting everything right. I think he's prepared this team, no matter who's out there, who's part of that 11, they're going to play the same way. Like, the tenets of play are there. The philosophy that they're espousing is going to be clear. There's a clarity about it, but they also will shift, which is great to see, like, depending who's in, like, he's obviously Priso and the job that he's done, but they're going to remain confident. They're going to remain front-footed. So even though they got that critical goal, great run by Ali Ahmed on the left. Like, he's been putting right backs in his pocket all year long, but he's really kind of risen to the occasion, I think, in the playoffs. And it's just a tremendous move where he brings it inside, goes back outside, gets to the byline. And I mean, he's done everything but score. And then he just puts it on a platter for White, who just kind of chests it over the line. And that was it. And then I think the quick free kick that was taken by San Diego, and then Lozano gets that shot. It gets deflected off of Johnson. You thought, maybe with the home crowd behind them, like, that cuts the lead to 2. Maybe they'll finally get the momentum on their side, but the home side as San Diego. And I have to mention our friend Carrie Ryan of the Footy Prime supporters group. She said the Caps punched that whale right in the vagina, and that's what they did. And I agree.
Shame, Amy Walsh.
Yeah.
Shame.
Lethal in the box, the Caps were. So, I mean, yeah, there was at no point during that game, as incredible a season as San Diego had, as their first, right, as that expansion team, where I felt like they had the kind of the game in their hands, where they were dictating. it was all Whitecaps, even though they had to weather some spells where San Diego looked a little bit more dominant on the ball and they looked a little bit threatening. There were a couple of untidy and maybe nervous moments for Takaoka. We didn't know anything about it. That one in the first half where it kind of bounces off, I think, his own player, and then it goes between his legs and just wide of the post. I mean, so a couple of nervy moments that way, but I think the Caps were firmly in control, and like, just what a half by them. Like, I mean, that's really all they had to do, but they managed the game in the second half.
Yeah, Jimmy, those wide players, I mean, Dubs mentioned it, Sabi and Ahmed were absolutely brilliant. And entering this game, Dreyer was kind of the big name wide player, and he's had an incredible season for San Diego. He's a star in the league. But these two guys, it was left, it was right. I mean, Berhalter was good as well. Kubas did what he always does, really effective. But it was those wide players that really stood out.
Yeah. I think what I love about them is that when they get in one-on-one situations, they want to take a defender on. And I think with wide players, the earlier you do it in a match, the more confidence you gain. And I think once they realize that they could get at these defenders and they could get by them, you could just see them oozing with confidence. The other thing is, too, when you score that early in a match and playing away from home, you silence the crowd a little bit, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You kind of keep them quiet because there's a big hype around the stadium. The fans are into the match. And then 9 minutes in, you can see it kind of quiets everybody a little bit, doesn't it? So that helps huge. And that helps the Whitecaps gain more confidence and belief within themselves. But I just like the way that they played, how disciplined they were, how they set their traps up and where they won the ball in certain areas. They knew the weak links, who they were going to go after to win the ball back. And they had a game plan. They stuck to it the whole match. So overall, what a fantastic performance. And look, it's going to be a very, very difficult game playing against Miami. This is a team that can score goals for fun. I think 81 goals in the season. These guys, they know how to score goals, and they're very
I think it's
dynamic.
even more than that, isn't it?
I think they scored 17 in the playoffs or more, and then 81 in regular season.
Okay,
Like
it's up to 98, I think, total.
Yeah, they are.
But they concede a shitload too.
Yeah, but they are flying. They're going to have the work cut out for them, that's for sure.
Yeah. What's their last two games, though? Last two games is like, what, 5 and 3? So
they beat New York 5-1, and then they beat, who was it prior to that?
Oh, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati 4-0 or something.
Cincinnati,
yeah.
So they
give up a lot of chances, though.
Mm-hmm.
They do, because they fan out, don't they? They really open up.
Last week, our friend Kerry Ryan once again put man of the match was the post for that match against LAFC. Who was your man of the match, player of the match for this match? Because you look at the scorecard, and it's Brian White's got 2 goals, and he did a nippler, which is great, like a nippler into the net. But what do we like? Who are we looking at the end of the match, saying, "Oh well, they pulled this team forward"?
I like Kubas.
Yep, I like that too. I mean, that first goal was brilliant, wasn't it, Forrest?
Oh yeah, fantastic.
It's on, Sharms.
It is on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's like Jimmy was talking about, like setting those traps and winning the ball in dangerous areas and staying really close together, like the team part, the organization, and even Tate Johnson, who gets dropped in and hat tip to Asa and Colin, who kind of predicted the starting 11 for the Caps and what they were going to do without Blackman and the shifts and the tweaks that were going to happen at the back. And Johnson, as he's done all season long, came in and did not miss a beat. And defensively, I thought put in quite a shift, especially in that first half, to kind of snuff out opportunities going the other way. But on that first Brian White goal, which is completely engineered by Kubas, it's that left side in Ahmed, Johnson pushing up, and then Kubas stepping in himself, Berhalter kind of protecting on the opposite side and just swarming the ball. And then Kubas doing everything and just unselfishly sliding it across to Brian White, who doesn't have to do a whole lot. I mean, nippler on the second one, but that one he just had to pass it in. So it was great to see a guy who can, his timing, his runs, the way that he can finish and how clinical he is in the box. For a brace, he really didn't have to do a whole heck of a lot there. That was the, other guys pulling the strings, and he was just finishing it off.
Yeah.
Short socks. Craig and I were talking about that in the dark web, how scruffy he looks. I love it. Brian White. It's
It's
brilliant.
true.
I don't like a well put together footballer. He just
Mm.
looks a little bit scruffy. Good looking guy. Don't get me wrong. He's well camped, but just the short socks. Just something about it. I love it. Ralph Priso again. You mentioned him earlier, but he slots in there, and he's done it throughout the season when needed upon. And this is a young Canadian guy, another ex-Toronto FC product who had to go to distant lands to find himself. But a really solid performance, really comfortable with the ball at his feet. Some big clearances there as well. Jimmy, I'm trying to think. I mean, he's probably too young. When you were there, was he even in the kids' academy? Maybe I can't remember. He's probably after your time.
Yeah. What is he now?
Oh,
23.
Jimmy let him go.
22. But like, but they have young kids there, right? I mean, but still,
Yeah. No, he wasn't. He wasn't there when I was there.
Right.
But no, he's been terrific. And look, it's always difficult too when you're playing in that center back position. When you're playing against, are you playing with somebody that's new, that's filling in, like Laborda's just coming in now, and then just trying to adjust and get that partnership going. And I thought the two of them were very, very good. Laborda played excellent in that center back role alongside Priso. Two of them just controlled that back line. Even when they got forward, just how they pushed the line up, they had everybody organized. I thought both of them were absolutely excellent.
Muller comes off, and then comes Ryan Gold, he's such a smart footballer. He's clever, look really good as well. He can't do 90 minutes, obviously. What a weapon that is off the bench. Obviously, you want Muller to ideally play 90 minutes. He's got some knock. He says he should be fine for next week. But just have that ability, Dubs, to have a Ryan Gold to step in there and really he seemed to calm things down a little bit. Just he's so smart with the ball at his feet.
And instantly that was almost another goal for the Caps. Like his first couple of touches, and he slides that ball over, splits the back line, and puts it on a platter for Sabby. And then it's a header kind of off the line. The defender for San Diego, who kind of saves it and then keeps them within touching distance for the game. But yeah, I think you look at Sorensen and how well he's managed this team, kept everybody engaged, whether you're a starter or a finisher, getting a handful of minutes or getting the lion's share of them. I wonder with this knock, even though they say Thomas Muller is going to be okay to go, and you would expect that he would get the start, I think, in MLS Cup final, and then keep that same consistency and the rhythm of a fresh Ryan Gauld, who looks like his fitness is back to where he could probably start, and give Sorensen and his team maybe about an hour. I'm sure his minutes would still be managed at that point. And is he fully game fit? Probably not. But with one game remaining, you wonder if Sorensen might change things up a little bit, that maybe you flip-flop that. Maybe you go with Gauld first and you come on with Thomas Muller to close out. Like who knows? Because if it's a hammy, which is what I read it might be for Thomas Muller, I don't know. Is he fully fit? And if he's operating at maybe like a 70% as his ceiling, maybe you give the nod to a Ryan Gauld, who's probably chomping at the bit to start a game for the Caps.
I would think that he would keep it the same, even if he was 70%.
You think so, eh?
I think so. Yeah.
The thing is, you don't know how long Gold can last either, right?
Yep.
But if it's Muller and it's an injury, like so Gold's coming back to match fitness from a long time out. If Muller's got a hammy, for example, if that's what it is, are you better off playing him as long as you can with that hammy, or are you better off bringing him on late and, God forbid, but maybe he blows that hammy or he can't finish the 90 or the 120, and then you might be in a little bit of difficulty. You do if you're damned, you're damned if you do.
No, but you're right. You're right in what you're saying.
Damned if you do, don't. Damn.
That's the one.
Yeah. No, you're right in what you're saying, because if you think about it, if his hamstring's not the best, you'd rather find out early on in the match and then bring Ryan Gauld on, who is fit. Yeah. Rather than let Gold start and think, okay, 60 minutes, that's all he's got. And then you put on Mueller, and then all of a sudden he gets injured 10 minutes in, then you're stuck. So if it was me, I'd be thinking, I'm going to start Mueller.
Can't start them both, can you?
Well, you can if you really wanted to, but who are you taking out?
Who's out? Exactly. I know. We discussed this when they brought Mueller in. And remember, we had Sorensen on the show. He goes, "Oh no, I thought about this. Don't worry about it." Well, we are worrying about it. They're all worried
The nice
about
problem to have, though, going into a
Yeah.
final, right? You got one of those
Yeah.
guys in your back pocket.
it. Yeah.
Pretty good.
So Craig,
Here's a
do you-
nice problem to have. This one.
Well, yeah. So those listening, so it's a Bleacher Report football, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have it's a lovely graphic actually, setting up the final. Inter Miami against Vancouver FC.
If you can't tell though, Sharms, there's also the Vancouver FC logo on the back side of that, right? Like in the trophy at the back. So they really went all the way out to have Vancouver FC like
Where's the
really
logo?
pushed in there.
Can't see it.
Isn't that the Vancouver
No, I don't see
FC
it
logo
either.
now? Anyways.
Where?
No,
Is it like a
Okay, I'm wrong.
hologram?
I'm
Do we have
wrong.
to tilt-
I'm
do we
wrong.
have to
I
tilt
think
the
on the
screen to see
holographic.
it?
No, but the big thing for me is everyone's like, aren't you going to take this down? It's now up to almost 1 million impressions. For being wrong.
They're owning it.
Good for the
Owning your
CPL.
mistakes.
Mhm.
Good for the CPL, good for MLS, and now
Yeah.
they just owned it. And everyone's like, take this down. And then they're just taking the piss now. They're just leaving it up.
Yeah.
You know, so
It's a
I
bounce
think
back
they-
week for CPL after the horrors of Valor. Now they can bounce
Yeah.
back after the brilliance of the snowball. Now they got
Yeah.
this
The ice
explosion.
kick.
Yeah.
So yeah, Craig, do they listen? We're going to talk all week about this match coming up, but obviously Muller against Messi is the narrative, but it's way bigger than that. Do you go at Miami, given that they do give up chances, or you can't try and shut them down necessarily because people try that all year and they get smashed?
Mm-hmm. I just think, I mean, from New York's point of view, on a few of the goals, once Messi gets the ball, everybody just gets, it's like a magnet.
Yeah.
He just draws players to him and leaves openings for others. And that was the case on a few occasions. I mean, you got to allow, if Messi gets the ball, he's going to get the ball. He's going to have a certain amount of that. But you just have to be careful of the runners and everybody around him because he'll pick them out. But if he draws 4 or 5 players towards you, you're going to cause a lot more trouble. But I would expect Vancouver, why not just keep doing what they're doing? They're going to create lots of chances. New York certainly did. If they were a little bit better defensively, New York, it would have been a little bit tighter, I thought. But then they opened it up. So, we know what they can do offensively, Miami, but so can Vancouver. I would expect this is going to be it sets up brilliantly for a final as far as the neutral goes.
Yeah. Well, how about Allende? I think he gets the hat trick, but I think he's up to 8 goals in the
8.
postseason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, just for that reason, like Craig mentioned, the space these guys are getting because everyone's so obsessed with Messi.
Yeah. And the old legs and Jordi Alba. How about that run for what was it, their 4th or their 5th goal? That was unbelievable.
I mean,
Gets
the
on
fact
his bike.
That's a
Yeah.
big story, though, that the Alba and the Busquets is their last ever professional match.
Right.
They're retiring. I mean, they got there's a lot of reason for everyone to give. I mean, not that they wouldn't in a final anyway, but when you have 2 legends in their last game, I mean, man, there's a reason why Miami are the favorites. And look at the numbers here. Actually, you guys keep talking, but I imagine
I think they've won
they're
enough
decent
trophies.
favorites. Where will this rate?
Just being greedy now.
They're making up trophies for them to win too, right? It was funny because I was looking at MLS did the highlights, and the highlights for Vancouver and San Diego was 400,000 for San Diego for New York and Miami 1.6 million. So it just shows you they really. I'm interested to see how quickly we see the refs figure out, hey, we want Miami to win. I think that's going to be a narrative. Just
Hope you're
saying.
wrong.
People
Wow.
are also looking at the head-to-head. If you look at Thomas Muller versus Messi, and I think Thomas Muller, they faced each other 10 times or something.
Mm-hmm.
11.
I haven't done a deep dive on the stats approximately, but the advantage lies with Thomas Muller in the way
7-3,
that they've.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's World Cups.
7-3.
Why don't you tell us about the stats, Sharms?
Well, what, because I have the right ones, you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean? She said 10, and then you
No,
said,
but they met 11
oh, it's
times.
11th.
7-3.
But then you
But
just
then you said
added up
7-3.
7-3.
and a
and a
draw.
draw?
You can draw in football, right?
Okay.
Dubs. So
Oh
in
my
football,
God.
you're allowed to draw.
Okay. Mhm.
Plus,
Morning
Plus-
snark.
How
No,
dare
keep
I?
going, you two. Keep
25.
going.
Well, you would listen.
You
Would
think
Dubs correct
Jimmy.
us if we had the right stat? Would she correct us?
That's right.
Hell
But I think
yeah.
I prefaced it with I haven't done a deep dive on the stats, but I
just-
think
and I
they've met
just-
about 10 and you're like 11.
Yeah, I wasn't aggressive about it. So I was just
No, I know.
I was helping you out
Yes.
in your moment of need.
Helping her out. Thank you, Sharps. Thanks. I think she needed it.
Plus 325 are Vancouver for this. So I'm going to throw some money down
Oh.
at Vancouver. Yeah. Minus 139 for Miami as favorites.
Hmm.
Going to sprinkle some coin on that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vancouver's a good away side. They have been all season long.
Yep.
Interesting enough, San Diego, not that great at home. If you look at their home record, they're like way down the list.
Hmm.
What was I going to say? I wonder what kind of traveling support Whitecaps will get. Pretty decent. I think it's like someone told me 7,000 in San Diego. Just
Wow.
on social. So that's what
great.
someone said. I don't know whether that's fantastic.
That's really good.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to cover it all week long. We're not sure with whom yet. We're gonna
Asa
go
on
around.
Wednesday.
Asa
just so
for sure.
everyone
we're
knows.
doing this,
We
Poor,
booked him
poor
Wednesday.
Colin Miller.
Yeah.
I know.
He's on vacation. Colin's been
Colin's
covering this
drunk.
team for
He's
years.
having a
He's having a great
blast.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Is he
You know
back for
there's
the
going to be
final?
FOMO.
Pardon me?
Is he back for the final?
He will. If he left on Thursday or Friday, right?
Okay.
You would think.
Yeah.
He wouldn't go for longer in a week. It would cost him too much.
What are you saying, Craig? Yeah. So yeah, we'll cover it all weekend though. Yeah, what a weekend that was. So what a season that is for Vancouver. Not so
Sorry,
great.
Sharps.
for
I just want to add on to that. We, a lot of people didn't think that Vancouver was going to do well. They had the MLS rankings at the beginning by ESPN and Apple pundits, but we were Ali Ahmed on April 3rd. We interviewed him. We had Jesper Sorensen calling it we literally said the story of the year so far in MLS. August 5th. We've been all over. We've had Jaden Nelson on. We have said yes to the dress for the Vancouver Whitecaps all season long. Just want people to recognize that.
We mean
So
the
there
ones
you
that,
go.
that keep accusing some members of the podcast of being Toronto FC centric.
Yes, there
We
are
don't give a
people
shit
that
about
talk
the West
that.
Coast.
Yeah,
The stats would
the
suggest
stats.
otherwise.
That's right. The
And now the
data.
pressure is on the TFCs and the Montreals of the MLS world in Canada to step up next season.
Mhm.
Because ideally we have 3 strong Canadian teams. Because this is a hell of a lot of fun right now.
Mhm. And
Brilliant.
hopefully they're on the radar of more like the mainstream sports coverage in Canada. Because I don't think it's really hitting the way that it would if Toronto had done it, obviously. I'm probably stating the obvious here, right? But I just hope they make a little bit more noise and then it allows them to stay kind of front of mind if they do win this thing. Hopefully coming into next season that they get more space in that coverage
I
in
hope so.
Canada.
I
Mhm.
really hope so, yeah.
But I think
Wait
even
and see.
Don Garber tagged the wrong team. And I don't know if this is a parody account or what. Apparently I haven't really done my due diligence this morning, but like I think it was Don Garber tagged the wrong Whitecaps handle on Twitter, kind of
Oh,
wishing
okay.
both teams luck for the final. So I think that is just maybe a microcosm of how the US MLS franchises, even its commissioner or exiting commissioner, view the Canadian franchises. Not much attention's paid.
But it's true. I mean, this team 8 months ago was in apparent crisis.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
You know, with not just being sold, but we talked about it. Is there a possible relocation?
Mhm.
There's no stadium deal, and here we are on the verge of a championship. And there's no fear of them moving from Vancouver. We've spoken to members of the Whitecaps about this, and they'd never lied to us, obviously.
Yeah, Axel
But,
Schuster.
Axel Schuster, yeah, exactly. But they're gonna just elevate. They've elevated their profile for sure, but is it enough? We're going to find out next week or so. Treat it properly because it's the biggest story in Canadian sports right now, by a mile.
Mhm.
Right? I mean, it's really good timing, actually, if you think about it, given that, hockey and the NBA are relatively early in their season. There's nothing to fight for right now. The Olympics are in February. CFL, okay. Baseball, done. Right? This is the moment. And they have it. So watch it. And it's a fun team to watch. And they're so freaking likable, this team.
Well, that's it. I was going to ask
They
Forrest.
really are.
Forrest tweeted about it, talking about Thomas Mueller, like, his trophy case is full and he's just laden with experience. He comes over, they win the Western Conference Final. Here comes Ryan Gold, they're lifting a trophy, and you're like, Thomas Mueller must be looking around being like, hey guys, we haven't won anything yet. But I think you love the guy more. He endears himself to the fan base and maybe kind of widens the pool and brings people in because he's so willing to jump into whatever the sporting culture is. And he's just there and he's ready to kind of drink it all up.
Yeah. I was thinking that here he is going, hold on a minute. We had a playoff round that it was a series of 3.
Right.
And we have 3 weeks off when we play LAFC. And then we play in the semifinal against San Diego and we're lifting a trophy. Like, what the fuck is going on here? This is brilliant. I love the USA.
Yeah.
Woohoo! But he did.
Moving on.
He's totally embracing the whole thing, and why not? He's like, oh, I guess I could put another trophy next to my other 35 I've got.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Totally bought in. It's brilliant.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I wonder if Europe's going to be covering this tour, given that Muller's there and Messi's there.
Bleacher Report football did, for sure.
well they're US based, aren't they?
I know.
But yeah, I would think they will, though. I think it'd get a lot more exposed than if it was San
I think
Diego.
there'll be a lot of eyes on this game. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's great that you got a Canadian team in the final playing against, obviously, David Beckham's and Messi's Inter Miami. It's going to be a lot of eyes on the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and it's 2:30 p.m. kickoff too, right? So I think if you're in Europe, like, it's accessible to a lot of people.
Is that why they did it? Because it seems a little, although I remember that was an afternoon game when Max Crepeau broke his leg. They've always been semi-afternoons, right? Like around 2:33. Because
what's a semi-afternoon? Define a semi-afternoon.
But then it turns into nighttime. Like that it starts in the afternoon and then it's kind of over when it's dark out in middle of December, right?
That tricky period between late afternoon and early evening.
Yes. Yes.
It's very tricky. We
Like
need a name for it
time?
other than tea time kickoff. That tea time kickoff is an actual
It's
phrase,
just
right?
we're also in that time where it's dark in Canada at 4:15. So it's also like that. I remember Craig came over, we watched Columbus LAFC. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I was going to say we watched Columbo.
We did.
Yeah.
Peter Falk, he always figures out who.
Did you go to the matinee? Yeah, it was in the semi-afternoon.
Yeah.
But no, the game started, I guess, at 2:33. But all of a sudden it's daytime, and then it's pitch dark at 5:36 when the game's over. That's what I meant by semi-afternoon.
And you had a semi-chub.
Oh, geez. That was because Craig was beside me. Hall of Famer on the couch. I get a semi-chub.
Well, you're going to have one at the draw. That's for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it goes
another
after the
story.
World Cup draw. What about that? That's so. Is game gone? That Dan Wong is attending the World Cup draw. I think game's gone.
It's crazy.
Yeah, game's gone.
Right? That's
He might not pass the FBI clearance screening.
It's true.
Seriously.
True.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You guys are leaving Wednesday for that, right?
Yeah. No, Wednesday. Did we say Wednesday?
Oh, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a semi-Wednesday, so I wasn't
Yeah,
quite
it was
sure.
semi-Wednesday.
That time
I
between
just need
Wednesday
to
and
correct
Thursday?
you, Sharms.
You're
I
leading
needed to
a
correct you. Because
semi-charmed kind of life.
Yeah.
Third Eye Blind?
Yeah. Semi.
No,
I don't know.
but you'll have fun there. I mean, and they're treating you properly, aren't they, FIFA? Eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's, Craig, share the itinerary that you know so far because it's kind of cool.
Well, off the top of my head, Wednesday evening we fly out.
Yep.
Thursday morning there's a FBI screening
Mm-hmm.
at the Waldorf Astoria.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a decent hotel, right?
I've
Mhm.
heard it is. Yeah.
Not our usual hotel that we would stay
No, the Sheridan in Hamilton.
at. That's right. Wait till we get the bill.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then there's something going on Thursday night, some event. Or
yeah, we're
Thursday
invited
night.
to a Legends of FIFA probably cocktail party.
Oh,
Mhm.
really? Steve Cheng's going to be in the house at FIFA
Fucking
cocktail
right.
party. Jesus
There's going to be a
Christ.
plaid shirt busted out at some point. We know
Yeah.
this, right? Because
Yeah.
what did it say for us? Because you shared the itinerary in a dark web, and it was traditional attire and or business attire, and I was like, I want to see both in pictures.
Yeah.
Please document what Wonger's traditional / business attire is, please.
Yeah, that'll be the Mac jacket.
Yeah. I wonder how many
Business
times
terms.
Wonger is going to have to say, no, it's okay. I'm with him. Pointing forward.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm with that guy.
With
Yeah,
his
you're
East
packing-
Coast dinner jacket on.
Mhm.
You're packing the baby blue, aren't you? For sure.
Oh, I'll have the baby blue. Yeah, with some plaid, maybe with
Okay,
with
okay.
it done up right to the top like a Jimmy shirt.
So the actual World Cup draw itself, do you know what where you'll be watching it? Like how does that work for you guys?
I think we're in I think that FBI screening is so we're in person.
Mhm.
So we'll be in person I don't know where the actual ballroom is, but it'll be in person. But the biggest thing is it's the first time I'm getting picked up in a limo that I don't have to pay for. It doesn't have the words airport in front of it.
Please bring other shoes other than your Blundstones, please.
I will.
Yeah,
I
go
golf
get a
with
nice pair.
those. I might golf with Trump. Who knows?
Remember who you're representing here. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, Canada.
Right. Footy Prime. No, not Canada. Footy Prime.
Canada.
I don't care about Canada.
Mm.
No, that'd be a lot of fun though. I'm very, very, very jealous. There'll be a lot of FOMO, I think, on this weekend. But yeah, it should be a ton of fun. And you'll be joining us on the pod at times. We'll try and figure stuff out.
Yeah, we'll do Thursday for sure because we have the morning off. And I talked to JC. We're going to do a border security, Craig Forrest, Dan Wong, little documentary. So we're going to write that
FBI
out.
screaming entail?
Did you say screaming or screening?
Well, screaming would be very different. That'd be
Depends how it
boring.
goes, right?
Yeah.
Ouch, that's when the glove comes on.
Gloves are off.
Oh, your ring's hurting me. That's my watch.
It's my watch. It's the watch I'm worried about.
Are you hearing Sharms today?
I don't think he is.
I don't think he is
I
either.
couldn't hear him.
No, but what is it though? The screen, is that just going over your don't bring your laptop for Christ's sakes.
Oh
Don't
my
bring
God.
it because it involves that.
No,
Yeah.
it'll be interesting.
Yeah,
I've got I don't know if Craig had to because he represented Canada, but back in the day I had enhanced security because I worked for the federal government. So they had to do that stuff. So I probably am on a list that's already cleared if they did my name. Yeah.
Okay. That'll be interesting. Let us know how it goes. Good luck.
Good luck.
I'm sure
NDA.
they'll have a great sense of humor, those guys, I bet you. So,
Yeah, we're not in yet.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, they will be though.
FBI might be. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So there's a good chance we might see you on the 5th at the Dog and Bear.
Quite possibly.